today we got an announcement for not just one, but two Dead or Alive games. One being Dead or Alive 6 Last Round, which I was waiting for a Dead or Alive 6 Ultimate. However, it looks like they're going to skip the Ultimate and go right to Last Round. Now, as you guys know, Dead or Alive 6 came out in 2019. Long time ago. We have been stagnant pretty much since then. We haven't gotten really anything new. We've been kind of sitting around just looking at all these other games growing and blowing up in our face. Pause. But yeah, it's really good to see our game back, and I'm really happy to still be alive, to still see this moment, because, you know, it's been a lot of trying, challenging years. Being a consistent content creator for this game for the last 16, 17 years, very consistently, I've never stopped. You know, it's cool to still be around and still be able to make content for this game, play this game, whatever, you know, still be around the community. You know what I mean? So with that said, you know, we got a little bit of information on the future of the franchise, and it's great to see, because as you guys know, there are long periods of time where Dead or Alive kind of dies and we don't really hear anything or know anything new. So, you know, today for the, I believe it was the State of Play for Sony, it was a quick little hour presentation. Dead or Alive 6 Last Round, as well as a new Dead or Alive project that's untitled, from my knowledge, was shown off for the first time. And what we know so far is that Dead or Alive 6 Last Round is going to be an update for DOA 6. It's not going to have Mai and Kula featured in the game, I'm going to assume, because the license expired or something, you know, which, good riddance to Kula. I really don't think that character should have been put in the game. She's definitely not competitively viable in terms of, you know, her being fair at all against the rest of the cast. She needs to be taken out of the game. So I'm really happy to see that happy. Sorry, Kula fans, but it's good. It's good she's going. She's really cancerous for the game. Next to that, I want to talk, after we get done looking at the little gameplay trailer that we have, the little reveal trailer for DOA 6 Last Round, I want to talk about a quick little blog that I found on the PlayStation blog, talking about some of the features that the game is going to have. They did talk about a couple of things, so I do want to go over that, and then I did also want to look at this little DOA 7 or DOA, you know, new project trailer again a couple of times, and just kind of digest that a little bit, man. It's really cool just to kind of be here. As far as the actual trailer for the game goes, there are some graphical things here that I want to clarify with you guys. Now, I don't really know if it's going to be that much of a crazy graphical upgrade. Again, I don't recall if there was a version of the stadium stage that has that little reflection. I could be wrong, because I really didn't play this game that much off the top of my head where I remember a detail like that. Some of the story mode stages were a little different. They had different weather effects and stuff, I think. But I don't know if this is an actual, like, new version of the stage, or if this is old. I don't know. But from what I saw in the actual reveal trailer, they didn't really show a lot, you know. So I don't really think there's a graphics update. It looks like it's more or less the same so far. Now, this Kasumi costume, I don't know that I've ever seen this. I know she has the white costume, but I do not recall seeing the red scarf anywhere. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I don't know if that is something new. It looks like that is something new. I don't think I've seen that costume. And it says this is captured on the PS5. And if you guys didn't know, they said that this is going to be coming out in June, so we're not going to be waiting too long. We're already in the middle of February here, you know. And, you know, up until this point, everything still kind of looks about the same here. Everything still looks about the same up until this point. And if I'm being real with you, man, yo, DOA 6, I don't know if it's got been playing a little more recently. The system is shit, but it's a good looking game. Like, Dead or Alive 6 does not look bad. It's by far not my favorite looking game because the aesthetic is a little glossy at times, but it is a good game, though. Good looking game, rather. It's a good looking game for sure. Mainimasu. Mink. Mink. So up until now, everything is looking about the same here. There's a couple things I'm going to point out here at the end of the trailer. There's another trailer too. So, right here, the release date for DOA 6 Last Round is June 25th, 2026. And as you can see, there's no KOF characters there on the side. We just got the regular DOA cast there. It's only available digitally, which I'm going to assume is going to be some kind of a digital upgrade for the people who own DOA 6 already. Or maybe it's just going to be its own standalone download. Now, I'm assuming it might be a standalone download, possibly. Core Fighters free-to-play version available at launch, which is awesome. You guys know they always do the free-to-play version to let people give the game a try. And they give you a little digital pre-order bonus, little costume from EmeryReigns if you guys are interested. On this version of the trailer, it looks like this might be PlayStation's version of the trailer. So what we need to do is we need to find... let me try this one. The Dead or Alive series returns! Let's fucking go, baby! The fuck y'all thought we was done? The curtains of battle will rise once more. Now adjusted for the latest hardware.
I'm going to take my time.
5 bonus and DLC characters from DOA 6 available. Now, please understand what this means. If I'm not mistaken, this is referring to the characters that they give you when the game comes out, right? Like these characters here. I don't think it's new characters. I think they're talking specifically about these characters that they showed on this little splash here. Just so you guys are not confused, I think they're talking about Phase 4, Tamaki, Murray Rose, Rachel, and Neo Tingley, because those characters were not launch characters, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so we do have a new and improved photo mode. Okay, this shit looks really sick. If you guys didn't notice, you can move the characters around in this camera mode, so it's cool. It's for content creators that like to take cool pictures for the thumbnails and shit. You'll be able to do so much shit with this. New characters and costumes to be released post-launch. So, from what I understand, this is going to come out on PS5, Xbox, and PC, right? We're going to get the characters that came out, which were the characters we just saw. And then after the game releases sometime, we'll see the new characters and costumes post-launch. They're kind of following the Virtua Fighter 5 formula the way they're doing this. More striking and intense battles. Let's go. That actually shows you the consoles it's going to be on. So as you can see, it's going to be available on PS5, Xbox Series, and Steam. So for those that were asking if it was a PlayStation exclusive, it is not. As you can see, it's on all the consoles right there. And you get to see a little pre-order bonus. Look at that. Super fire. For the free-to-play version, you get Kasumi, Murray Rose, Hanoka, and Nico. Pretty good little starting kit right there, right? Alright, so, just so you can clarify, this is officially in the PlayStation blog post saying how in further updates there's going to be new costumes, new characters, and they're going to be released post-launch. So that's really important to understand, guys. I don't think that we're going to be seeing these updates until the game is already out. I don't believe they're going to be coming out at launch. So just keep that in mind, okay? The next piece of this is talking about this new, very, very, very tiny, very small little glimpse that we have with this new DOA project, which for me is even bigger, right? Like, we all wanted DOA 6 to come back and to get updated because, I guess we all felt the same way. Maybe the game had a better chance of doing better if it was given the right time frame, you know what I'm saying? If it was given the right amount of love, whatever. However, in this case, not only are they reviving DOA 6, but they are fucking bringing an entire new game. An entire new game. And there's no telling. Guys, there's no telling what this shit's even gonna be like. Alright? Yo, Milo Scorpius, what's up, my brother? OG Hayabusa player, what up, man? I know you're happy about this shit. Yo, what? Hikari, what up, bro? Yo, we gotta do it again. We gotta do it again. Bro, the kick. The fucking kick. The Doa Tech in the backdrop. You see that fucking Doa Tech? Bro. You know what it's gonna be like fighting with that shit in the background, bro? Do you see this shit? Bro, we're finally getting the continuation to the DOA story that we should have had. And I'm telling you right now, if you don't see Ninja Gaiden 4 doing a crossover with this game, this shit has Yakumo written all over it. Look at this shit. Do you see this? Yo. Look at my boy Busa, though. Wow, that's so dope. Yeah, man. The Doa Tech backdrop, man. Like, I wonder if that's gonna be, like, I wonder if this is gonna be, like, the actual Doa Tech building, like the one from DOA 4. Because I don't think they've shown that building since then. I think they just started showing, like, the Freedom Survivor instead. I'm trying to get the shot of Hayabusa's face. This looks like Ninja Gaiden 4 Hayabusa, no? So if that's his fucking Ninja Gaiden 4 character model, bro, this game is gonna look fucking ridiculous. Bro, imagine what it's gonna be like to fucking play this game, bro. We're not gonna see this game again. Guys, when do you think we're gonna see this game again? When do y'all think we're gonna see this game again? Be honest, when do y'all think we're gonna see the next trailer for this shit? If I had to bet the timeline, I'd say we'll see a gameplay reveal or another extended trailer at Tokyo Game Show. I think Tokyo Game Show is the soonest. Evo, you want to know why I don't see Evo? I'd love Evo. But the reason why I don't see Evo is because Dead or Alive doesn't really have a place there right now outside of being a side event. I think that it needs to generate a little more hype for them to even, like, I don't know. I don't even want to say that. I just think that it's not really the place for Dead or Alive to really be shown off, to be like, to show new features in games. I don't think they would do that. I'd say, like, State of Play, maybe another one. Obviously, we know the PlayStation's involved somehow. I don't know if they're publishing the game. I don't know what's going on here. I didn't want to do that. Man. I wonder if, like, Kasumi blocking the fuck out of that shit. I can see Evo Japan. I can see... Does anyone know how similar this Kasumi looks to her, like, Dead or Alive Prism counterpart, like the DOA Stream games? Look at the fabric on Kasumi's fucking outfit. Holy shit. Yo, do you guys see those triangles on Hayabusa? Yo, look at my boy Hayabusa, yo. Yo, this shit's crazy. Like, guys, we woke up today on 2 days before Valentine's Day. Kasumi's definitely blocking right there, by the way. I don't know if you guys are peeping that. If they're trying to show us that there's going to be an emphasis on hit sparks or something here. Because, you know, DOA is not a big hit spark type of game. It looks like she's still blocking as she's flying away, see? It doesn't actually really break her guard break. It doesn't really actually guard break her. Look at Hayabusa, though. It's kind of a sick shot here. Man. Yeah. Now, when I saw this part, I got straight up. Who else that played Ninja Gaiden 4 from start to finish? No half-assers in my fucking chat. Who played Ninja Gaiden 4 from start to finish and knows what I'm talking about when they seen this part? Like, yo, this shit is crazy. Like, it just screams Ninja Gaiden 4 to me. Which, listen, I'm not going to lie to you. I know some people hated Ninja Gaiden 4. I really love the aesthetic of that game. Like, that whole urban, like, future, not urban, but futuristic city, like, ninja shit, bro. Like, I love that shit, bro. Like, that shit is crazy. That shit is crazy. I love that. Look at my boy Busa back here, bro. We definitely need Soul Calibur and Bloody Roar, but bro, Tekken 8 might be a piece of shit game, but it still is getting updated. And, you know, I still would love to see Tekken still around more than not have it around. So it's getting an update, Tekken Season 3. You know, we'll see how it is. Virtua Fighter is doing amazing. You know, I just did a collab with Sega. Shout out to Sega for helping, you know, for wanting me to work with them. And Virtua Fighter is doing great. VF6 is on the way. But Dead or Alive is my fucking... This is like my game. This is like... I've invested more hours of my life into this game than any adult male should. And any juvenile male. And any teenage male. But this is, yeah, man, this is a special one here. Look at my boy Busa, yo! I do want to watch it again so I can hear the steam. Alright, guys, alright, Gooners, man. DOA Gooners. For all my fellow Gooners out there, alright? How we feeling, man? Y'all feeling like sexualization is how y'all want it to be? Now, listen, I don't really care for this stuff. I play the game for the action. Titties are nice. I like titties. Alright, ain't nothing wrong with a nice old pair of tit tots. What I'm getting from this is a good little crossover, right? We're seeing some tig-old tong-tongs, you know what I'm saying? However, they are very respectfully covered up. There's a good tit to outfit ratio going on here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really like it. Like, we're getting a mature titty this time. Now, guys, now listen. I am not a gooner. I'm not EmeryReigns. I don't sit here looking at anime titties and all that stuff. If you do, I'm not judging you. I just don't do that. However, for the sake of being a DOA fan and, you know, trying to be authentic here, I know the titties are a very big, important part of the game. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, they're titties. They're there. That's what y'all wanted. You know what I'm saying? We got a nice little mouth for you. You know what I'm saying? All my gooners out there. You guys know Team Ninja loves cutting off fucking Kasumi's face and putting her mouth there. And cutting off her mouth and putting her eyes there. You know, they love that. How do y'all feel, man? This is what we're looking at. We're fucking back. I can't believe it. If you would have told me that when this game got announced in 2019, when the last game got announced in 2018, that we'd be waiting until 2026, almost 10 years later, to get the next game. And since then, there's been no updates. Like, fuck just getting another game. If they were updating DOA 6 this whole time, that'd be one thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we haven't gotten anything. Like, this is huge, man. So, if I'm not mistaken, this song is Kasumi's Dead or Alive 2 remixed. I'm sorry, her Dead or Alive 2 theme. I think this is Kasumi's Dead or Alive 2 theme that they updated here. By the way, guys, it confirms at the bottom that this is not actual gameplay, so do not forget that. Man. And then if you notice in the background here, they have the little Dead or Alive logos that are like flashing in and out. Man, dude, I'm fucking excited, bro. The dawn of a new chapter awaits. In development for the PS5. And that's all we got. That is all we fucking got, man. That's it. Yeah. So how y'all feeling, man? How y'all feeling knowing that we're finally back? Like, does it feel good?